Alright, so I got a new camera, I have the new microphone, and I even got some lighting around here so it doesn't look really stupid. And I'm still working on the settings of how to get all this stuff done correctly, but I think for the meantime I have something set down. I think I laid the groundwork for the rest of this week at least. We'll see if something changes. But I wanted to celebrate me actually having a good setup for once by talking about something that came up today. And that was particularly something very important in gaming to you. So something that maybe you grew up with, or maybe your favorite game, or favorite company, something that's near and dear to you that is in gaming. So for me, for an example, for me, it was today a Kickstarter ended for this Mega Drive book compilation that was made in England. I'll put the link in the description. Kickstarter's over, but you know. Basically, it was a cool book, and it's supposed to talk about the history of Sega, Genesis in particular, and all that crazy stuff that happened during that time. But that's cool, but whatever. What really interested me was their biggest tier reward was that you get an archival print that was made by Naota Oshima, I think is how you say his name, one of the original creators of Sonic. So, I'm a big Sonic fan. Huge Sonic fan. Actually, I wanted to bring some Genesis games that I got the original Japanese versions of, just because, well, if you have a Genesis you can't play these, but if you have that Retron console, which lets you play Mega Drive and a Genesis games, this is not a problem. But basically, I really like Sonic. I grew up with him as a kid. He's an important character to me. The games are important. The quality of the games is debatable. I personally like them. But that aside, it's important to me mainly because Sonic to me is how I got into gaming. Like, without Sonic and being able to play as Tails, I would have never gotten into gaming. Mainly because I used to be really bad at games, and I used to be really shy because of it. But because Tails is a infinite character, he can just constantly die. You can just come back. That was the original gameplay mechanic in Sonic 2. My friend had Sonic 2. I went over his house. I was shy. I didn't like playing games. I let him play all the games like Mario World, like Super Mario World. I was like, I don't play games. But he had Sonic 2, and I had Tails. I could play as Tails. I can die constantly, and slowly I got good enough to not die constantly. I was able to jump over the pits. When Sonic 3 came out, I was able to fly and help him out. So Sonic to me was important because it's how I got into games. So one of the biggest gate openers for me, actually being confident enough to play them. And further along, we have other awesome franchises. But to me, Sonic will always have a special place in my heart because that's how I got into it. And, almost as a tribute, that's why I get these games. Now, I have Sonic 2 and Sonic 3, 4, the American versions is fine. But I was like, no, I need something a little better. So I looked up, what else can I have? And apparently you can have these Japanese, these games are like not even that expensive. I think this was like $25 with the manual and like some of the original inserts, which is insane to me. It really reminds me how awesome a decision it is that Genesis decided to have these nice hard cases because no one threw the boxes out. Try looking for Super Metroid or Final Fantasy 3 like with the box. That you're done. You're not gonna get it. But a little easier for Genesis games because they come with no one throws away these boxes. They're perfect. They're great. So with that in mind, I saw that one of the original creators was making a special print for this Kickstarter, and that I can get one. I was like, oh my god, one of the original creators is gonna make a print specifically for this Kickstarter, and if I just give a little money, a little extra money, as they say, no one says that. If I just pay a little extra, I can have this print But how much extra is the question. So, the original book, and now it's, the original prices are in pounds. I have to pay US dollars. So the book itself was roughly, with shipping, roughly $60. So, alright, it's a coffee table book, whatever. It's a good book. With the second tier, you get the next tier that makes sense is the poster tier. You get a big poster. It's okay. It's not a huge. It's not my type of poster. It's basically the some of the prints of the original sketches of the Genesis. Not too good on it. And it's not that good looking to me personally. And I think that one was around $150, $170 for that tier. Already I was like, that poster's not worth it to me. I don't like that poster. I don't want that poster. Next is the tier with the print. Total price with shipping is $450. Not only do I not like the poster, but I have to pay roughly $450 for the entire Kickstarter. That's a huge upgrade just for the archive print. And the archive print is just a print. If it was, let's say, an actual drawing for me, Sam, then I'd be like into that. I'd be like, yes, I will gladly pay. Here is $300 or so. Naoto Oshima, why don't you draw me and Sonic chillin', eating a chili dog, and you know, Eggman's in the background doing whatever, maybe helping Metal Sonic. I'd gladly pay $300 for that. But it's not that. It is an archive print. They don't even show you what the print is on the Kickstarter. So I'm not gonna pay $300 for an image that this guy drew, which I can find many pictures that he drew on the internet, print those out, and bam, got a print by him. Ta-da! Congratulations. What makes this one special? Because it's for the Kickstarter? Okay, I guess. But I don't know if it's worth an extra roughly $300 for that. I just can't do it. That's unfortunately where I'm going to cross the line. I'm a fan of Sonic, but I'm not a fan of completely throwing away $300 for a print, even if it's by one of the original artists. Now I know that might make me sound like not a fan, but I'm also, I like to buy Sonic things if I really feel that they're worth it, like a statue or shoes that look exactly like his. Then I'll buy it. But a print of his, you know, I just don't see the complete worth in it. Even if I were to put it on a frame, put it on a wall, people who won't buy it, it's just a regular drawing, you know. To me it's special, and I don't, but it's not that special to me either, because it's just another drawing. I guess it's hard for me to really appreciate something like that. And if you do appreciate that, well, I'm glad for you, and I'm glad you bought it, but fortunately, no. I'd rather buy these really old, funny, awesomely designed covers for the most famous hedgehog, by the way. Look at that. The most famous hedgehog. Just in case you didn't know. This is what I'd rather buy. I'd rather buy stuff that celebrates Sonic and has fun with it. Doesn't charge people who like it a lot of money. I'm not a big fan of charging people a lot of money if, you know, if they're fans of it. I'm very, I'm for things like open source and that stuff. When I hear about $300 for a print that you can reproduce like that, like just add extra copies to the printer, even if they're nice prints on beautiful paper, it's the same concept. So I just don't like it. That's where I cross my line. So that's where I want to ask you, if anyone else also has something that they grew up with and they like to collect or they like to stay a part of. Maybe you like multiplayer games, maybe you like couch co-op games growing up, or you like zombie games, you like killing zombies with your friends, and you love Left 4 Dead because of it. Maybe you grew up on Counter-Strike and you love multiplayer games. You play Call of Duty now. That's your thing, or you play CS:GO. Who knows? But is there something else you appreciate and love? Or I know some people really appreciate Mario games because they're family friendly. They can bring them home to their parents or their kids on Thanksgiving, and really have a good time with that. And I know some people like that. So that's what I want to know, because that's what we're here for. We're here to discuss. We're here to talk. We're here to appreciate each other and other things, even if we don't know each other. Besides this camera that's in front of me. So I'm glad this was a success for me. I really wanted to test out the lighting. I'm gonna have to work on that, but I really wanted to test out this new lighting, the microphone, and the camera. And I wonder how the frame rate is on my. I wonder how that's going. Anyway, so thanks for watching, and I appreciate it. I'll see you next time.